Welcome back to the show, everybody. Well, our first guest appears regularly on and works on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert and has a great podcast called The Paul Mecurio Show with such guests as Paul McCartney, Kara Sedgwick, Kevin Costner, Kristen Chenoweth, among others. Please welcome back to the show, truly one of our favorites, the great Paul Mecurio. Hi, Paul.
What's up, buddy?
How are you? Good.
I miss you guys. I miss not seeing you guys in person, but you look good. The beard looks good.
Thank you.
Very.
I'm trying.
Green and
I'm trying. Okay, well, Paul, we had such a response the last time you were here because even though Paul's a comedian, we were getting real last time. You were talking about your struggle with COVID being a long hauler. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm still really tired from it. I'm home still a lot, which is a problem because either my wife's going to kill me or I'm going to kill her because it's not good. Like, I don't understand the whole refrigerator system, okay, in my house. So if you come to my house, right, and I say, could you go get me some milk, right, and you open the door, there is these are the first things in the front of the refrigerator that you see, okay? Organic mayonnaise, okay? Yeah, you laugh. Live here for 5 weeks, okay? You won't be laughing. Tabasco sauce, right? Junior mints. I'm not kidding you. Syrup. And this, whatever the hell this is, I don't know what that is, okay? If you want milk, juice, eggs, the stuff you kind of use every day, you need an extraction team, and you need to leave a will in case you never come back alive. That's what's going on in my house, okay?
It looks like, Paul, I'm with you. That is the weirdest collection of rando items ever.
I am not making this up, and this just happened this morning, and I'm like, I got to talk about this because pretty much the whole conversation in my house is me with my head in the refrigerator going, why is the milk in the back of the refrigerator? That's the whole conversation in my house. And so, yeah, it's literally, and so I haven't eaten in 6 weeks. That's why I still have COVID problems, because I can't get food out of my own refrigerator. Listen, I'm just spending time, killing time. Yeah. I cleaned the garage 3 times. Jason, I don't even have a garage. I'm going to other people's houses and cleaning their garages. You, Ted, I'll clean your garage. Anybody, I got to just get out of here. I'm losing it.
Well, Paul, Ted has a house now. He's a homeowner, so we'll mark you down. Hey, well, speaking of home, so New York is home for you. How is it there? We hear all types of stories about it's returning to normal, it's not normal. How is New York right now?
It's good. I went out for milk and got shot in the leg, so we're right back to where we should be. No, I mean it's getting there. But what they did was the city allowed restaurants to put seating on the streets, right next to the curbing of their establishment, right? Which is fine. And then they encased it in plastic, fully plastic, like those things that you're in if you need oxygen in an oxygen tank in a right. And so then people go and it's supposed to be safe and they have no mask on and it's completely hermetically sealed. You can just see the coronavirus bouncing around and they're laughing, It's getting back to normal. I think things are getting back to normal because my brother and his wife just booked a cruise. They're going on a cruise ship. They feel safe to go on a cruise ship. Now, God bless you if you like cruises, but I don't even understand cruises because first of all, you pay $600 to live in a closet for 5 weeks and eat Golden Corral quality buffet. Okay. Second, yeah. There's no reason to go on a cruise. The only reason you go on a cruise is to kill your husband. That's the only reason. Oh, I dropped my earring. Right. And then, did you see the one? Sorry, I'm just I haven't.
No, go.
In a while. So do you see the one where the cruise ship rear-ended another cruise ship?
Yes.
Did you see that? Right. How does that happen? You're on the ocean. It's just go around. Just go around. How are you rear-end? I don't understand.
Paul, when you're talking about I want to ask about your mom, but before, when I see video of the restaurant wrappings, you know what I think of, Paul? What they wrapped that house in E.T. Remember when NASA came in and wrapped that house to try to get E.T.?
Yes.
That's exactly what I think of.
Exactly. It's you start looking up in where are the lights? Where are the lights coming? Right? and they seem to be having a good time in those tents, but I'm just did you order a side of vaccine with your salad? Like,
Yeah.
there's no way I would go in there. I understand the business have to, do something to keep going, but yeah, it's slowly getting there. We're not back 100% at the Late Show yet. We don't have audiences yet. And nobody quite knows when that's going to happen, but hopefully soon. I think more and more people got vaccinated, and then we get there. But
how's your mom doing, Paul?
Oh, she's 93. Yeah, she will not go down. We try everything. Unbelievable. We give her bad cheese. We trip her. She bounces back up like a little Italian weeble. It's unbelievable. No, she's 93. She's still running her furniture business. She's 100%, got all her faculty, like 100%. She can't hear. She never had good hearing, and she's really vain. So she won't wear a hearing aid, and the hearing aid she bought it like secondhand. She went like on eBay and bought a secondhand. Yeah, please, right? Yeah, all it does is whistle like. Is that me? It's like talking to a tea kettle in a house dress, okay? And she's so stubborn. I don't know if you have this relationship with your parents and people watching. No matter how old you are, you're really like their 10-year-old baby, right?
Yes.
Right. So like you say practical things like, please wear your hearing aid. And she won't. And then she does it just to right? So we go to my brother-in-law's house for dinner. And I said, Ma, you got to wear your hearing aid because it's really hard for people to have to literally yell because she's got really bad hearing and you have to get really close and you don't want to do that COVID. So you got to put your hearing in. So we're standing in the driveway of my brother-in-law's house, and it's like a stone driveway, and she's got it in her hand. She goes, oh, this drives you crazy, doesn't it? I'll wear it. And she drops it, right, in the driveway. And then she doesn't have her glass on, and she leans over to pick up her hearing aid. Instead, she picked up a stone and stuck it in her ear. And I'm like,
well, there is a perfect place to end right now. But when we come back, Paul has a story about Paul McCartney that you don't want to miss. Back in a moment, everyone. Stay with us. Welcome back. We're here with our buddy, Paul Mecurio, as a Late Show warm-up guy. He's rubbed elbows with a lot of celebrities. Now, I want to ask... Paul, I was just reading the teleprompter. I didn't even see what you were doing. Hey.
Nothing like Junior Mints and whipped cream before noon.
Okay, before I ask you about Paul McCartney, this is a little inside baseball, but as a TV guy, I don't know the answer to this. Why is Steven, if the Ed Sullivan Theater is not being used, why is Colbert doing the show not on the set, but in another set? Do you know the answer to that?
First of all, I don't like your tone of voice. It's very pushy.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Mr. CBS. We have to answer to you. I'm
sorry.
No. What it is it's all about the COVID protocol. Viacom owns CBS. CBS owns the show, and they've been really, really strict about going back to before there was vaccinations, even and I think what's going on is they figured it's safer because it's such a huge theater. In order to do that show and do it on the stage, you have to start congregating a lot of crew.
Oh, yeah.
And then the crew has to walk backstage and they're near each other at times. And I think it's all about reducing as few people as possible, the people that need to put the show on the air. So if you put it in an office, which is where we have offices adjacent to the theater, you've got him, you've got the stage manager, you've got one cameraman versus you put him on a theater with a massive stage.
Yeah,
stage,
yeah.
It starts to get and I think that's it. They've been super, and to their credit, super, super careful. Like if I showed you some of the emails they send about protocol, if you come to the set, you've got to do this, that, and this and that. It's incredible.
Yeah, I appreciate that. We've been the same way. I mean, Ted and Jeff, they're wrapped in saran wrap every day. So we
yeah, I know.
Yes.
I was talking to Ted, and the whole conversation was, what are you doing? This is so weird. Yeah.
Can you tell the McCartney story?
Yes, because you guys have been asking me sort of off air, like cool people you ran into on the show, and there've been a lot of really cool ones. By the way, if you meet Scarlett Johansson and you touch her, they will tase you. I'm just letting you know that. Weird. I just said hello. So Paul McCartney was doing the show, and he had just finished rehearsal, and I was running to get into the studio right after rehearsal, and I round the corner, and in the hallway outside the studio, standing against the wall with a Colbert T-shirt on, with his arms folded, leaning against the wall like this, chewing gum, looking up at the ceiling, is Paul McCartney, all alone, like no security, nothing. And then you ever have these moments where you see somebody and my whole world slows down. You're like, oh my God, it's Paul McCartney, right? And I'm like, do I say hi? Do I not say hi? And then I'm like, he's alone in a hallway. He's like a gazelle on the Serengeti Plains. I'm a lion. I'm going to pounce, right?
Yeah.
So I go up. I say, hey, it's an honor to meet you. Really looking forward to your performance. And I start to walk away. And he goes, no, come back. He goes, what's your name? I go, Paul. He goes, oh, Paul, that's a good name. I go, I'll do the jokes, buddy. Okay? You just play Love Me Do and collect the royalties. Back off. Okay? So he goes, what do you do? I go, well, I work on the show. I'm a stand-up. I act, blah, blah, blah. He goes, I love stand-up. I know Richard Pryor. He goes, you got a kid? Yeah, I got a kid, too. It's tough when you're on the road. Yeah. 5-10 minutes go by. I'm talking to Paul McCartney like I'm talking to you. And on the outside, I'm like, hey, I'm talking to Paul McCartney. Real cool. On the inside, I'm like, I'm talking to Paul McCartney! Girls at Shea Stadium, out of my mind, right? And as I'm talking to him, I'm getting closer and closer to his face because he's iconic. And I wanted to really check him out. And I was like this close to his face. Like, you know that, like he was to the point where he was like bending backwards, right? Like, do you ever see the chimps on the Discovery Channel when they clean ticks off their mates? Like, I was that close. Like, I could have cleaned ticks off his eyebrows, right? So then I'm like, okay, 15 minutes of a conversation. Let me leave him alone. I go into the bathroom. I'm hyperventilating. And then all of a sudden, these words come out of my mouth. Paul McCartney should do my podcast. I'd like to talk to him about how he makes music, right? So I knock on his dressing room door and I go, excuse me, I know this is crazy. But and you're huge and I'm nobody. He goes, no, you're not nobody. I go, trust me, talk to my wife. I'm nobody. I go, would you do my podcast? I'd like to talk to you about how you make music. He goes, yeah, sure. Just like that.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Yes. That was exactly the reaction I had. So now anybody watching had this person in their life. There was that really cute girl, really cute guy in a high school, middle school, college, whatever, that you really liked, but you felt they were way above your pay grade, but you're like, I'm going to ask them out once anyway, so I know I did it on my deathbed. They're going to say no, but instead they say yes, and you don't have a plan. That was me. So he goes, yeah, sure. How would we do it? Now I'm like, and I literally, I'm not making this up to be funny. These are the noises that came out of my mouth. How would we do it? I go, like rubbing my right thigh like I'm Rain Man, like and I'm like rocking, and then I go, I'll come to London, and he's like, we're in a room in New York together. Why would you come to London? And then he says to me, is it easy to do? And I actually said to Paul McCartney, it's easy to do. You can do it on your phone, naked from your toilet. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my God, Paul!
I know. Hello, right? So now I'm saying to myself, I got to get out of here before I blow this, right? So I say to him, and this, what I'm about to tell you, is the biggest mind blow of all. I say to him, look, I'm going to go. I'll leave you alone. I'll talk to your assistant. We'll set it up. He goes, no, you and I will do it. I go, what? He goes, you and I, let's just exchange phone numbers because they're going to make it too complicated. And when I call you, you got to be ready to do it.
Oh.
So now, yes, I'm handing my phone number. My hand is shaking on a post of Paul McCartney. He gives me his, right? Okay, so I think I got like a really nice blow off. He knows how to be nice to people, and it's like a number to a Chinese restaurant, right? He does the show, amazing performance. Now, after show, I'm getting my stuff together in the green room. I'm running late. My phone rings. I don't recognize the number. I let it ring the voicemail, and your producers have the voice message that was left on my phone. If you could play that, please.
Hi, Paul. It's Paul McCartney here. I'm going to ring you back in 5 minutes to do the podcast thing. I've got some time now. Otherwise, I'm going to run out of time. So if you're there in 5 minutes' time, you got me. Okay, bye.
Oh, that is a voicemail from Paul McCartney.
Yes. And it's right here. I saved it about 8 places, including a vault. And by the way, I called him back, and of course I said, why are you bothering me? I don't have time for this.
Well, everyone can
listen. George on.
Well, everyone can listen to it on the podcast. Find Paul, search Paul Mecurio, and it's the Paul Mecurio Show. Very easy to remember, everybody.
There you go.
Thank you, my friend. Good seeing you.
It's always so fun. I miss you guys. Hopefully see you in person soon, and thanks, everybody, for watching. But great to see you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, buddy. Good to see you. Find it wherever you find your podcast. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment.